Hello everybody and welcome back to Monday Night Raw and the long flight back over here to the US of A. Welcome to Oklahoma, everybody.
Tag me in, tag me in, tag me in!
Tag you in. Astra here, Plastic right next to me.
Sup, boys?
We've got a show for you tonight as we continue the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. It's Brian Kendrick.
The Brian Kendrick.
The Brian Kendrick in his first match since defeating Drew McIntyre, which still has me a little bit floored.
Yeah.
This man should be at home, probably without a contract anymore. If I was to look at that matchup on paper, I'd be like, Drew McIntyre's going to flatten that man.
Yeah, but he did not.
Nope, he instead beat Drew with his own finisher.
Yeah.
He's even better. So yeah, and his opponent, of course, tonight, Cesaro, making his singles debut.
Yeah, looks like the bar might be done here, Astra.
I don't know about that, as when Greg actually called him out, and his Titantron as well, said he was representing the bar. So I think they're just taking their time in the singles avenue, and maybe they'll regroup when it's time to go back. They're giving up on the championship run that they fought so hard for. They only reunited because of Kane and ended up actually capitalizing on that opportunity with the championship run.
Yeah, so I guess this good enough.
At least they're both on the same brand. If they do decide to reform the bar as a tag team unit, they have that opportunity.
Yeah, it won't be as hard as it was last time, but here we go. We're starting off Raw with a pretty solid match, in my opinion. Two very proficient wrestlers here.
Absolutely.
This should be one heck of a match here.
It 100% should be, as, of course, like we said before, Brian Kendrick defeating Drew McIntyre. Cesaro has a bit of a point to prove that he can handle it in singles competition once again, as he had a pretty good run on SmackDown last year.
It was okay.
It was not terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was good, but it was okay.
It was okay.
He did what he could. There's a reason why he had to go to the tag team division.
100%. But either way, running big boot from Brian Kendrick, just
Wow.
devastating Cesaro right
They were
there.
just literally writhing and pain on the mat from that one. That was interesting there.
That might have actually hurt Cesaro a little bit more than he's willing to let on.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. But we're getting some. Look at this. Brian Kendrick is working on Cesaro pretty bad. I'm going to be honest. I don't think he expected this.
I don't believe he did either, but I've been noticing there might be a little bit of an issue with our satellites here, as our feed is a little bit choppy. I apologize for that in advance. If any of you guys noticed this, I certainly am.
The thing is, we actually left some of our gear back in Norway. We got lost in transit, so we're using the backup here right now. So just in case you guys notice any,
Abnormal hiccups.
Anything.
Anything.
This is our backup gear. We got to use what we got. It is what it is.
It is indeed what it is. German suplex here from Cesaro, though, turning the offense back around in his favor. Finally getting some moves in on Brian Kendrick.
Yeah.
Oh, but instead, leaping clothesline from Brian Kendrick here, taking
very
Cesaro
impressed
down.
with Kendrick here so far.
He has put on an amazing show since defeating Drew McIntyre. He's kind of put on a weak show at the start there to qualify for the Intercontinental Championship, and ever since, it's almost like he's spoken to someone and was like, how can I be better?
Yes.
Because he's putting on some great matches against some very talented individuals.
Well, it's definitely right there, just grinding the boots on Cesaro's forehead just like that. Man, it's unexpected. Unexpected is the word that I would use for this.
Absolutely.
Holy.
That beautiful backflip just jumping off the chest of Cesaro there.
What even was that? How does
don't
one
even know.
do that? Are we going to see it again?
Yes, we are.
Look at it.
Wow, that's a beautiful little move. As he went and hit both corners of a big boot again.
Just knocking Cesaro almost into another dimension as he just hits the ground and just boom, the momentum. It's vicious.
Absolutely, the running bullet of a drop kick, and now in for the pin. Count of two.
Not enough.
Not enough yet.
Not enough to put away Cesaro. You got to do a little bit better than that. The Brian Kendrick.
Absolutely do.
Maybe he's going to go for some sliced bread.
He might. Was he going to go? No, went for the knee in the back. Cesaro sidestepped it. And then Brian Kendrick with that beautiful reversal into the captain's hook, but no, his feet are in the ropes, my friend.
The ropes, the ropes, the ropes. You got to watch out for that Brian Kendrick, the Brian Kendrick. Sorry.
I'm going to call him Brian Kendrick for the most of it, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. He's now up for a suplex and instead just slamming him down face first.
Maybe couldn't get him over the way that you wanted it to, but so far, Brian Kendrick is in phenomenal shape compared to Cesaro.
Absolutely. I don't even think Cesaro has hit Brian Kendrick with more than like 3 punches.
Yeah, he's gotten in some offense here so far, but Brian Kendrick is just taking control of this matchup here, just waiting patiently for Cesaro to get in. Drop kick, so European uppercut. Didn't work.
Beautiful little counter on both parts.
Oh, there we go.
Finally some offense here for Cesaro. Leg drop right after a clothesline. Another leg drop here. But if you look carefully, Cesaro holding his head. He might be showing some signs of pain after those 2 big boots.
Yeah, it's been vicious here so far, and maybe Brian Kendrick is going to take note of that and put him in the captain's hook, hopefully this time away from the ropes.
Hopefully indeed, as now Brian Kendrick to the top rope. High risk, high reward. No, knees to the stomach. Oh my god. Cesaro wearing the skull and spine knee pads that he used to wear, kind of get himself back in that mindset, but
you saw right there, some drop kicks going back and forth and miss. Now Brian Kendrick once more takes over the match and is in charge.
He is indeed in charge. Cesaro to the outside, leaning on the ropes for safety, but Brian Kendrick just roundhouse kicking him over the top, and now to the top rope. Outside frog splash, actually connecting this time, but
yeah, it didn't work the first time. Darn well worked the second time.
And that big reversal from Cesaro, throwing Brian into the ring. What's he thinking here?
What do we got as he got Brian Kendrick?
Oh, God, I don't even know what to call that move. I thought he was going for a backbreaker, but he just slammed him instead.
It reminded me a lot of the Olympic Slam there. I'm going to be honest there. He had him up in a similar position, but turned around backwards, passed him into the roll-up there.
Brian with the roll-up, count of 2, and a kick out.
Holy cow.
Very, very close to running European uppercut. Almost baiting Brian Kendrick in there. Another leg drop.
Yeah, immediately got up and then got caught with that European uppercut from Cesaro. That was the timing on that was impeccable.
Absolutely perfect timing for Cesaro there. As went for a forearm reversed running drop kick from Brian Kendrick, and now goes straight for the pin.
No, well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. He might get the pinfall. Not quite.
Not quite at all. And Brian Kendrick's wrist was in a strange way there during that pin.
That he is now. It looks like he's going to go for the captain's hook here once more. Got to watch out for the... No,
right back into the ropes.
He's a little bit rusty. It's been a while since he's used it.
It's normally he's running for that sliced bread, but now he's trying to do that new captain's hook submission. He's got to have a little more ring awareness, I believe. He's got to... if he's going to pull that move out and expect it to win the match for him.
Most definitely, but I'm going to be honest... I think he's forgetting how long and tall Cesaro actually is.
And that's actually a big part of it too. Most of his opponents, of course, he's a cruiserweight, so he would be facing some smaller guys. On average, when he flips them over like that, they're not so close to the ropes.
Yeah, going for that frog splash one more time. Still opting not to go for the pinfall. Don't know why.
Not entirely sure. It's now Cesaro sweeping the legs out. Going for something here.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Just lifting him up in that deadlift?
He's going for the trifecta, deadlift, gut wrench suplex. Signature Cesaro here.
Incredible show of strength.
100%.
Look at him go! Like, how?
After all the damage he's taken, Cesaro still managing to be able to pull that off. Signifying the end here for Brian Kendrick, I believe. Uh-oh, indeed. Stomping on the legs. And now going for the giant swing, except Brian Kendrick's not so giant.
Just going for the swing.
Just the king of swing right here.
Oh.
All the blood rushing to Brian Kendrick's head. This could be enough to put him out.
It might be. Yeah, that was a massive move on Kendrick right there. Cesaro, of course, showing, yeah, that was the swing I just did. You loved it.
It's a little too much showboating here. He had the opportunity to pin and kind of win this match after that. Or attempt to win the match, I should say.
I agree. Right there, Brian Kendrick saw his opportunity, and he took it. Beautiful dropkick once more, taking Cesaro down to the mat. Got to be careful here.
Running forearm strike.
Both of these contenders are very beat up, very damaged, very tired right now, Astra.
They most certainly are. Remember, the winner of this match goes on to the next round of the tournament, and I believe the winner of this match will actually go on to face Matt Riddle in next week on Monday Night Raw. So, very, very important match to win for whomever comes out on top of it.
And right there, it's had a running big boot from Brian Kendrick.
Cesaro might just very well be out of it right now and just kind of running on basic instincts.
Yeah, but at this point, after all this damage, I don't know how good those instincts are.
I'm right there with you on that one, actually. Now both men just kind of tiredly staring at each other. I don't know what the word groggy.
Yeah, I don't even know here right now.
Groggy state.
It's pretty weird, but looks like one more time, Captain's Hook right in the center of the ring here.
This time, Cesaro has no ropes to break him out of this one.
But I don't think it's going to be enough here to put away Cesaro.
He's scrambling, trying to hook his way out of this submission move.
He is, but he's getting out of it there with some stiff elbows. Just the power of Cesaro is too much for Brian Kendrick to keep him down on the mat.
Most certainly. Running drop kick here into a pin. Not even a finishing maneuver.
A drop kick.
A drop kick takes... Okay. Either way, a very hard-fought fight for both these men. I am convinced that Cesaro might actually have done some neurological damage there, but both men in the ring showing respect. Okay.
Taking the handshake, that's fair. Brian Kendrick has respect for Cesaro after he broke out of the Captain's Hook in the middle of the ring.
The middle of the ring, absolutely. But, okay. Cesaro moving on next week. He's going to go one-on-one with Matt Riddle.
Oof.
Now we've got the final two competitors later tonight in the main event. One of which we still don't know who it is. The other one is Kevin Owens. So, it's clearly not this man, as Goldberg finally back on Monday Night Raw after a couple of weeks absence.
Took some time off. Probably just didn't want to travel during the holidays.
I think that's probably it. Apparently he had a guest role in Santa's Slay 2, so
can't wait to see that.
Yeah, same here. But anyway, he's back on Monday Night Raw, and from what I understand, Hogan sent out a tweet earlier tonight. I'm going to try and arrange to have that pop up here as soon as I possibly can. Or Samson can.
Samson will take care of it. He's a good boy.
He's pretty good at his job. He's better than the last guy.
Oh yeah, 100% here. I believe in you, Samson. You say, okay, he's going through it right now. He's trying to find it. So we will get that up on the screen as soon as we possibly can here. From right now, just bask.
Bask in the
Goldberg.
Yeah, you can't say bask in the glory because that's Keith Lee, but we just bask in Goldberg here.
Yeah, just take it in.
This man is 4-0, currently the best record on Monday Night Raw.
That it is, and here he comes. Boom, boom, boom. I'm actually getting that cue from Samson.
All right.
Throwing it up on the screen. There we go.
Hulk Hogan says, Goldberg, sorry I'm late. If you want a challenge, I think I've got one for you. Actually, I've got 4. And that's hashtag undisputed, brother. Signed Hulk Hogan. As all 4 members of the Undisputed Era are making their way to the ring right now.
What's happening?
I'm not sure. I know last week we were supposed to have Roderick Strong go one-on-one with Goldberg. Vancouver, British Columbia.
So we're looking at Kyle O'Reilly here. Okay.
Kyle O'Reilly told Hogan that he thinks he can take Goldberg down?
I'm not entirely sure that's how that conversation went down, Astra. But here we go. Goldberg, Kyle O'Reilly. Let's see if Kyle and the Undisputed Era finally have enough to take down Goldberg.
That's going to be something. Kyle with the first strike. However, not enough to do anything for Goldberg unfazed. And then immediately into just destruction mode.
Yeah, it's not looking good for O'Reilly here right off the bat. A beautiful German suplex from Goldberg, just tossing him around. Kyle O'Reilly, of course, is a very efficient, and he's a worthy opponent for sure, but
100%
Goldberg.
Both trained in kickboxing.
Yep.
So very...
well, Kyle O'Reilly trained in nearly every martial arts that he could get his hands on.
That's a very good point.
Or feet.
Fair. And Goldberg, of course, runs his own MMA gym. So...
Didn't even know that.
Yeah, I absolutely trained the likes of Randy Couture and a few others. But, needless to say, this was actually before he even made his debut. Good little filler of information there for you. But anyway, Kyle O'Reilly trying his best to land some offense, and it's just not working. Fall-away slam from Goldberg.
Goldberg just tossing Kyle O'Reilly around like he's nothing, while the Undisputed Era just look on.
I love how Hogan thought this would be a challenge for Goldberg.
Yeah. What I mean,
I was expecting when the 4 of these men were walking to the ring that it was going to be 4 of them versus Goldberg.
yeah.
But instead, a clothesline over the top rope. Kyle O'Reilly now laying flat on the mat. Goldberg got to be careful here because this is where the numbers game can...
I don't think he cares. Oh, solid.
Thrown into the stairs here.
Oh, here you go. Roddy's coming in. Is he gonna get involved here?
It looks like he might be trying to.
Be careful, Roddy. You escaped Goldberg last week. I don't know if you will this week.
Power slam, and there we go. Roderick now getting involved with Goldberg.
You watch out.
Saying that you skipped out on me last week.
Oh my God!
Adam Cole saving Roderick Strong from that spear and taking it himself.
Holy. Oh my God.
Now a spear for Kyle.
Spears all around Astra. That was incredible.
The sheer knowledge of Goldberg to know that something was coming his way. Ran in for the spear. Adam Cole saving his teammate, but unfortunately not enough to save Kyle O'Reilly.
That's it.
One spear, not even a jackhammer tonight.
No, he didn't need him. That was dominant.
Absolutely incredible from Goldberg, and now we move into the main event, everybody.
What can we do to top that?
I don't know if there's a way. That was probably the most dominant victory we've seen from Goldberg yet.
Most definitely.
I guess I should clarify with his first 4 victories were all against nobodies.
But either way, here we go. Kevin Owens making his way down to the ring. Presumably part of the tournament against his mystery opponent.
100%. This is the final match of the first round for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Kevin Owens know who he's facing?
I don't believe he does. I don't think anyone except Hogan knows who he's facing.
Well, let's see who we got then. What?
The dead man's on Raw, everybody. We haven't seen him yet. We knew he got drafted, but I just assumed that he told Hogan he wasn't going to show up.
Can you draft a force of nature?
Can you draft a man that is not even of this realm?
Clearly, you can try.
You can try. But Hogan maybe sweetened the deal and said, hey, you've got a championship opportunity here. This is the same way that we saw The Undertaker the first time around, back in the first series. So
he made it all the way to the finals there. Lost to Big Van Vader, may he rest in peace.
And then went on to retire Vader at, I believe that was the night after the Elimination Chamber.
That he did there, Astra. The Undertaker has done so much in his career, and maybe we'll get to see one more championship run out of him.
That's very possible, but of course, Kevin Owens is not an opponent to take lightly.
No, you see him on ringside there. He's ready for this.
He's ready. He's not backing down. He knows the history of the Dead Man, or Big Evil, the American Badass, whatever you want to call him. That guy in the crowd is. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That guy in the crowd was very into it, but needless to say, we all pay our respects to the Dead Man as he saunters his way up the stairs.
Well, as we saw from Kevin Owens Titantron fight everyone and his shirt fight anyone, we know that Kevin Owens is all for the big matches.
He 100% is, and a victory over The Undertaker here is huge. Should he be able to do it?
Yeah, most definitely. I would love to see that happen. It would be one of the biggest upsets that we've seen probably ever, yeah.
100%.
Like, that will be along the lines of any one of those jobbers beating Goldberg.
100%.
Not calling Kevin Owens a jobber now, of course.
No, absolutely, but taking the dead man down is a feat that not many people have been able to do.
No, sir. Oh, man. I'm excited for this matchup here, Astra.
I'm excited just to see the dead man back on Monday Night Raw. He's never too happy about being over here, but at the same time, it always gives me the chills when I see him walk down the ramp.
No, sir. I'm sure there were a few chairs thrown on backstage when he heard the draft news, but he is here.
He's willing to put up a fight and have another chance at a championship gold come the Royal Rumble, but Kevin Owens kind of giving Taker his space.
A little bit hesitant. Don't give him too much time, though, Kevin. You got to get on him. You got to...
The Undertaker calling, saying Kevin is going to rest in peace. Went for an uppercut, but Kevin hit him with a clothesline.
There you go.
Taking him down immediately, and then the double axe handle to the back. The Undertaker is not happy about that. Maybe a little miscommunication.
Maybe, but you got to think about it here. The Undertaker, he may look old, he may look broken down, but he's just as strong and just as quick as he always has been. Kevin Owens needs to keep that in mind here. He needs to try to stay on top of The Undertaker as much as possible.
Most certainly. The Undertaker went for an uppercut a couple of times. They're reversed each time by Kevin Owens, almost saying, you're not going to get me with that uppercut. I know what it's done to other people.
Yeah, it's gross.
100% is now Undertaker with a quick kick to the spine of Kevin Owens. A knee to the gut.
He got back up, though.
He did indeed. Went for that big boot. Reversed by Kevin. Now into a suplex.
Not quite enough strength to get the dead man up. Calling for it already. I don't think it's done yet, Undertaker.
I don't believe it is either. He's got a lot of work to go yet. The running knee to the chin of Kevin Owens here. Beautiful, and a stomp to follow it up. Undertaker, of course, like you said before, made it to the finals of the last championship tournament that he was a part of. Scoop slam here from Kevin Owens.
Well, I thought Taker was springing right back to his feet there, but still up pretty quick and trying to catch Owens, with some of those strategic punches, but Kevin able to bounce right back and get some momentum. Undertaker, stiff blow, block that suplex. And then starting to work on him again.
Another couple of quick punches to the face here. Doing what Undertaker does best.
Which is
Snake Eyes.
And Snake Eyes, yeah. Boom.
Most importantly, Snake Eyes. Followed by, can only be presumed as a big boot. No, a running clothesline. I thought he was going for the big moves already.
Not quite. Now let's see what he's going to do here. Kevin Owens Irish whipped him, thrown to the outside of the ring.
Undertaker stepping out of the way and just letting Kevin's momentum take him to the outside there.
There you go. Not going for any sort of dives here today. It's not that type of match. Throwing him back inside the ring here. The Undertaker, he knows, of course.
100%.
You need to win inside the ring.
Quick jab to the side of the head, followed by a leg drop. And now Undertaker inside. Rolling over Kevin Owens. Almost insult to injury there.
Oh, most definitely there. The Undertaker... Maybe he sees... Oh, no.
He sees something, and it's called a choke slam all the way to hell.
A little bit of disrespect, I think, from Kevin Owens. And The Undertaker isn't really taking kindly to that.
100% plastic is... Kevin opened this match.
Oh, no. Wait.
Running clothesline, dragon screw takedown from Kevin Owens with a big reversal there. Undertaker looked like he was calling for something big.
I'm not entirely sure there. Almost looked like he was going for the last ride.
Oh my god, and that brainbuster. How did he get the Undertaker up like that?
I don't know, but this is impressive from Kevin Owens.
Every time you say that, it gets me. But that package brainbuster, of course, with the history, the Undertaker is not young. He's been in this business for almost 30 years now. And it's gonna be, it's gonna take a toll.
Oh, most definitely here. And Kevin Owens he's not even capitalizing fully on that huge reversal, as now he just starts stomping on the Undertaker in the corner.
I would assume he's not going to capitalize on that just yet, because he knows it's going to take a whole lot more than what he's given to take the Undertaker down in this match.
For sure. He is going to give the Undertaker everything he has in order to try and secure himself a championship opportunity, because that's what this is about. Kevin Owens he hasn't had the opportunities that he thinks he's earned.
Beautiful counter there from the Undertaker, turning that move suplex into a DDT. And you're absolutely right. Kevin Owens has had a few opportunities now. He was robbed from a chance at the Intercontinental Championship. Even if he did win that match, it seems like Samoa Joe was going to step in anyway.
Yeah.
So he probably wouldn't have gotten to the Intercontinental Championship anyway. And here we go once again. He's involved in another opportunity for the World Heavyweight Championship. Good on Hogan for giving multiple people more chances at more areas, but Hogan still needs to haul in the reins. Of course, the last couple of weeks on Raw, since this tournament actually, he's kind of managed to do a little bit to keep the show in line. But
he's trying.
Undertaker calling for a chokeslam here, instead just hits a big boot.
There you go. Subvert the expectations. Make Kevin Owens think that you're going for a huge maneuver, and then just catch him with a big boot. If he's thinking that you're going for a punch, just kick him in the face.
Absolutely.
It works. Keeps him guessing, keeps him working. But Kevin Owens is just...
Taker looked like he might have been going for old school that time, but countered by Kevin. And now up.
Oh, okay.
Into a knee breaker. Or a leg breaker, whatever you'd like to call it.
It all works the same there as The Undertaker going for Hell's Gate on Kevin Owens here.
We haven't seen this maneuver in a long time from The Undertaker. Kind of bringing it out, thinking that maybe he's got to put in a little extra work to take out Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I think so, but Owens is struggling and he's fighting, and yeah, he's able to get out of it here as he gets some strikes and powers out the legs of The Undertaker.
Maybe The Undertaker's hips aren't quite as good as they used to be. He can't hold that submission in tight enough.
For sure, as once more, Kevin Owens going for that vicious packager brain buster of sorts. I don't even know.
I also don't understand how Undertaker is in this. Oh my God, the stunner from Kevin Owens.
Out of nowhere. Boom.
And Undertaker is out right now.
Now, the biggest question of the evening is this going to be enough to put The Undertaker down?
Kevin is going to hope so, but I don't think it will be. And I will immediately eat my shoe as Kevin Owens just defeated The Undertaker.
Easily one of the biggest upsets of anything, of all time. This is incredible. Kevin Owens beat The Undertaker in a clean sweep.
But you know what? The Undertaker's saying, it's okay. I've been at this long enough. You beat me cleanly and fairly. You didn't have to resort on any cheap tactics.
But that was an incredible match here, Astra, and...
Well, that unfortunately brings us to the end of Monday Night Raw. We will see you guys next week. Not next week, on Thursday for SmackDown.